Hi. Um, Thank you for watching. Um, I already said a couple of times. A friend of mine said that one, I looked stoned, or sounded stoned, and then the other was that I said all the time. I'll try not to say sorry. I can't help if I look stoned because I'm not. I tried to be stoned one time 20 years ago. I found out that was too crazy for me. It was like when I hear about people taking LSD, I just my mind exploded, and I found out that that was not the way for me. The way for me is to balance and to be humble and just to be open in my heart and in my mind for what I am told by the Divine Father and Divine Mother, and what I sense of this world. And yes, I do hear the Divine Father and Mother, and does that make me special? Yes, it does, but you're equally special. We are all special, and we can do that, every one of us. It's for me, God is something true and living, and actually we can all touch into that deep deep inner feeling of what is real beyond everything, that Divine Father, Divine Mother speaks to us, is living. You can find the words in books if you remember to resonate at your deepest level. The I'll be careful with those. That Just a comment to that. We're used to having so much information, like blah, 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 from reporters, from media, this and that, and we're not used to the silence. And I'll try. That's not my game. I want this to touch, and for this to be real, that you really can feel that that this is not about information. This is about you. This is about you discovering how amazing and how wonderful you are. And for that to be, there needs perhaps sometimes be some silence, and sometimes there need to be some pondering. Of course, you can always push the button down there or down there, uh, and just ponder and feel. I made some drawings here to this video, and don't worry if you don't see the drawings so clearly. I don't even know how it works, because I'll scan them in, and either I can email them to you if you want, or I can post them at I have an account at DeviantArt, and I can just link them here. So no worries about that. If anyone wants to, but I think really that it'll work fine with the drawings. Um, where were um, um, where was I? Oh yeah, and this is really about touching what is real and what is love inside of you, that really resonate. Don't just take what I say for granted. Um, just 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 listen in and find your own truth in all of this, because that's the way we need to operate in this world. We need to resonate at our deepest level and find our own truth. That what makes sense at the deepest level. That what brings this. How can I put it? It's not always joyful to wake up. Sometimes it's really ugly, because you get to see this world. You get to see how it work together, and you get to see how your own life and your own relations are from another perspective, and that can be ugly, and for to find what resonates the deepest, you need to really uh, find that tune in between all the flawed tunes, all the fake tunes, that tune of your heart, the deepest point of your heart, that tune where eternity calls you. We'll touch in on all of these things in this presentation, and I really hope that it can help. If it can touch only one heart, I'll be more than satisfied, because there's really need for awakened hearts in this world. There's really a deep need for that, and for us to connect that way lovingly. So I guess I'll just start. This will be about about many things. It'll be about the world that is as it is now from one perspective, and the journey into another kind of reality, what is truly real. And remember now, this is my this is how I view it from my heart, and I share honestly with you and I share all what my heart tells me to. But you should remember your heart may have another point of view, and that's fine, because oneness is not about that we all are the same. It's about that we are all from the same, of the same love, and we all have different perspectives. Like if you take a beautiful diamond, it has a lot of facets. I don't know if it's a word in English, but facets. And they break the light in so many beautiful colors, and that's because of the different angles, the different perspectives. So when we wake up and touch that deep oneness in our heart, and connect that way, it's not about that we all are gonna be the same. That would be rather boring. When I walked out on the street and then everybody I met was just like me, I could just stay in bed all day. So actually that's not about that at all. It's just about, you could say it's about having a deep respect and a deep honor for what is true in each other, and co-create and meet from there, and just be loving together. Okay, I'll stop blabbering about this now and go to the presentation. I hope the light is okay. The first picture I want to show you is this one. You see, you probably know this pyramid, and I just put some words on it. You have the big eye in the top, and you have the base of the pyramid, and you have this area I have framed here with walls of where I have written control. That's what I called the mind. And the mind, that is really something interesting, because the mind in a way is this society, and it has a lot of analyzing and trying to analyze to the true answers of everything, and there is so much fear in that, and that's why there have to be those thick walls of control you have here, and there's fear from what you perceive as the judgmental God, the big eye that is watching everything, and there's fear from the evil darkness, and those dwelling in that mind is really so fearful that they submit themselves to that controlling factor that they think is God, and even the fear is inside of behind the wall, because they fear each other as well, because is this one after my position or after my wife, or I'm so fearful of everything, and fear is really the driving force that get this moving, and you have the subconscious, where there's instinct, and down here there's a heart as well, with a glimpse, that we all know or all touch, that glimpse of something true, something that could be awakened, that love, and that creates a longing and a sadness that just like want to break out of these walls. And what it's all about here is a lot of the mind, and it's a lot about pedestals and control, and really those in control are just as much controlled as are the controlled. It might sound funny, but that's a fact, because if you really need to control anyone, or you're just as much caught into that, because you even more caught into that, because you need, the more you control, you need to control more and more and more, and suddenly you just become like that control. You are that control, and you forget even that it's just a mask, and even if it's just a game, a very boring game that has nothing to do with reality, just the some kind of bad mirroring of reality, and that's really sad to watch, because that's also one of the sad parts about waking up, that really, you see how trapped some hearts are in all this. You still see the beauty amazing in those hearts, but you also see the closed downness of their mind, that they base all their choices within this reality on that fear of the mind. So really, that is sad, but also it's how it is right now, and with the trust in my heart, I know that will change to something loving, something deeply loving. Okay, again, sorry, that longing and that sadness of the true love within that system of the pyramid, that creates a pressure that just goes deeper and deeper, because that longing and that sadness is founded in something that is real, something that is eternal, something that is true, deeply true, and that's why it just won't go away. It will be experienced like a soft spot, a pain that's just there. You can't really define it, and it keeps pulling in you, and even the most controlling controllers, even the over controller, the puppet masters, or what we choose to call them, that doesn't matter. They feel it too, because each one living being has this spark of reality within them. We all do, and that's why we're all special. We can all choose to listen. We can all choose to open up. So that creates like a sort of longing. I found, to not say so many times, I found some stuff I've had written before, and I'll just take this one. It's called the ferry-man. I wrote it in July, and that describes pretty much that emotion, or that longing. The ferryman, dweller in between dreams, we perceive still the old, the new starts to penetrate, the seeds which grow from within every cell, every crystal of beingness, every moment of awareness within our senses. The ferryman, dweller in between, calling you, are the new old dream, repetition of cycle, kingdom and fall, beauty and despair. Also calling are the true new dream, all united, true unity. Listen for the ferryman in between, dweller in the undream, between the playfulness of light and time, observer of the unicorns dancing, unconnected, yet always there. Do not follow the eye of the pyramid, do not follow the flawed tunes. Awake the sword of truth, through the triangle of the threefold golden egg. Be the true you, you always were, the ferryman within you. Hear the calling in between, love. And that's pretty much to show to touch that emotion of that longing from beyond this reality, because this reality is in many ways just like a snake biting its own tails. There are cycles within this illusional reality too, and they're pretty much the same rulers, the same kings, and the same blah blah blah. And that is also because this reality is trapped within an immortality of some souls, and that immortality is really not real either, because in fact the only quality, or the quality of the soul really, is the intermediate between the spirit, which is our eternal being within, and the physical reality where the spirit are to unfold through the rememberings of the soul, and the soul is also the carrier of emotions and rememberings within this reality. But souls have like taken the power, you could say, or they have forgot that they are just wearing masks, and they have a I won't even see they having a good time, because they are so fearful, because somehow within them the pressure is just so big that they know that this is all bullshit, and and that's why we get this calling, and somehow you could say, how can you leave this, because it's so perfect in its illusion, that how can you leave this snake biting its own tail? Well, that's a good question, but you have to, like, some sort of die into this new reality, because in the first place you died to come here. You died away from your true nature, your true eternal nature. You forgot, and to go back there you have to die again, and die, that means passing a threshold, going in between, to let go, to really let go of stuff, and to open up for new. You have to let go to make room for love, true love. You have to let go of fear and control. It works that way. You can't have both. And I also found one that I described that part. It's a part of a sacrifice. It's from early October. It's called This and That. I'll just read some of it. And it's a description of a sacrifice, so called. You have to sacrifice to open up, to let go of stuff, to open up for new, truer things. There is a sacrifice, a deeper flow. Loneliness will pass, like dying into real, becoming one with the wave. You stand at the edge with all that you are, deepest of the deep. You stand before that edge. You are that person, that entity, pure-hearted, open, lonely. You know at this point there are no more steps. There are only that steep slip. There are only that steep slip into nothingness, falling down, dying into what you do not know. Your heart has brought you here, through the pain, through the fear, and through the loneliness. You had to choose the road with the heart, even if it meant going to sea, burning the boat piece by piece. Now there is no boat left. Now there is only you, and that deep slip ahead. You breathe still. You let yourself go, dying. All that was you fades away. All of those roles, the last thin mask, letting all go, falling. There is only the moment, falling, wave, oneness, melting. There are no difference. Wave, you, wave, like the ocean. All hearts and your heart, the same. All flames, your flame, united. Golden light flows through, shining through the you-ness, connecting with it all. A sacrifice, yet the greatest gift. Spirit, loving, eternal, connecting all. Now is forever. Now is there. Now is here to stay. Okay. And in that the ocean and the water, that is connected with the heart, and the loneliness, the seek for oneness, and for that process I just made this drawing. See if it can fit in here. You have dying from illusion into real, and you still have the eye. Oh, sorry. The eye above, and sort of the pyramid structure, but you have the trust and the sword of truth that goes into the heart and just like penetrate the fear and the darkness, so that light will shine, and more above everything else, love will flow. Love will flow like that ocean within, like that crystal clear, deep river. Because love is the way, because that's the opening of the heart, really deep, where you go from love to really love, and so in a way you have to die away from your mind, because the mind is caught within your senses and your perceptions and your analyzing, and that just won't get you there. That's just again like the snake biting its own tail. But when you really let yourself trust and be pierced by that sort of truth within the heart, and that takes trust, and that is in a way like dying, like drowning into the ocean, because we build up those masks and boats, and when you go on a true journey for to seek that deep flame of truth within, you lose that boat bit by bit, and at one point it's only you left and the ocean, and you start to drown, and then there comes this sword and pierce your heart. That doesn't sound for me like my idea of a fun day, but you have to really resonate deeply and feel the energy in this, because the sort of truth really penetrate, and removes your flawed perceptions of this reality, perceptions that are based on the mind, and you go to the heart, and the heart is like an ocean, a crystal clear, deep ocean, or a river, you could say, when it flows through the body. It's both like an ocean and a river, and you find something that is truly real and deep and beyond of this reality, and then that's when it really starts to move and really start to wake. I found one where I described that process as well. Hold on. Awaking the heart. I just read some of the. I wrote this in start of October to awakening the awakening the heart. Heart, oh heart of mine, true what was, true what is to come. I hear you calling me deeply from beyond of this mask, beyond this road I have to walk, from beyond of the forgetfulness covering this world. Oh, I hear you, feel your longing to touch, to be touched, real, oh so real, deep within, heart of mine. I hear your song, your voice deep within, the voice I always knew, even through the darkest of days, my deepest despair, the greyest of grey, always you were calling, you were that light of true love, that need for rememberings, that home deep, deep within. I heard your tune, I hear you real, beyond the flawed tunes of this world, I feel your flame, fire of the truest love, beyond the dim lights of this world, beyond all the games we have played. I feel you, embrace you honestly, embrace your truth, embrace your everything. Remembers who I am, remembers who we were, who we will always be, who we will always be. Touching you again like always, through the pain, through what seems so real, dissolving all the lies, all what does not matter. Gazing through the mask, one, you and I, was always one. Heart, oh heart of mine. Okay, I'll do that a little faster because I can see I'm blabbering too much. And then really, when we open up that heart, and that's beautiful, and I will smile. I remember that too. Someone say, "Hey Lars, you don't even blink or you don't smile." That's because I'm just so lost in all of this, or I just have to share this, and then I just forget that I have a face and to smile. But I can smile and I can laugh. Well, the next drawing is that connection I tried to draw here. You see, that's we have like the pyramid over here, and with the eye, and we have we see here that's also there's a wall of control here, and there's so much fear. You see here that there you perhaps have what you could call the puppet master, because that's surround. Oh, I have to mirror it. That surrounds the reality which or the illusion which we are caught in here. So that's the puppet master, and there's so much fear here, and you have like Satan, and you have like God, and that's all a bunch of bullshit, because it's if you have the tree of life here with beautiful leaves and flowers and a big I don't even know what branch. Nah, it's not a branch. The main part of the tree, and you have the sword of truth in down here, and the tree of life and the sword of truth, and you have the real heart, and this one shows you the gateway to the real heart, and to cut through the fear. There is so much fear in here, and that's also because it's a sick branch of the tree of life. It's a partial truth. They taken something of the tree of life, to create this illusion and create those immortal souls that are really not immortal like that, because they're really the only they are really just communication too between the true spirit, with which is not honored in this illusion. The true spirit is about all of this, and the true spirit is like a cancer cell, and it eventually it will fade away, and more and more of us get to seek this path to the true heart, to the true love that is beyond of this world and is far more powerful because it's real. It's so far more powerful than anything in this system that's just that sick branch of the tree of life that eventually will fade away. And that's also why there's so those fake gods. They are like also mirrors of the true God, but it's all about control too. And that's also why there need to be all of this, like a mist of forgetfulness in this world, because if we truly remember, there will be no illusion left, and that's why there is so much fear in here too. And when we get to that true heart, the true heart of a true nature, when we let ourselves be touched by this sort of truth, something really really profound happens. We get into contact with our divine father and mother from our true waking heart, and there will be a free flow of love and light, and it will be real. We'll be connected to that eternal part of us which is the essence of a spirit. And then when we connect to that heart, we can begin to open up to the true mind, which hold the true light, not the dimmed down version, that vague echo of the light that is within this reality. We can wake up to the true light within our mind, because the mind holds a treasure, a precious treasure, but you can only see it from the heart. If you're caught in the mind, you'll never find it. It can't just be found with the same energy. So you need to open up that heart and go back to the mind, so that you'll create the heart mind. I think I wrote about that. The pure light within. I wrote that in also start October. There are many lights within this world, light workers, light warriors. Just follow the light, you shall see, you'll be free. Yet the light within this world, a light which it may be, only a dim echo of the true pure light. Our hearts do so long for it, deep and undivided, longing for the real light, for the true love to be free. When we sense even such an echo, the dimmed out light, the watered down love, all in us say go, with all of our heart, all of our soul, deep down from our spirit. Hierarchies, kingdoms, God, secret societies build up around that fake light, power, games and lie, control and secrecy. The sword for that true light was always you. Gateway to get to that real light. First, beyond the senses, go inwards, relax, feel your breath through the body, connect with your heart, and from there observe how you breathe. Nose, mouth, neck, lungs, diaphragm, let the energy fill your whole body. Observe from heart, feel your energy body, your astral emotional body, your mental body, your soul. Breathe through all of these, observing from heart, balancing in heart. Just observe what is from heart. Okay. To go deeper within the heart, just let go of observing and let go of all pain. The pain will flow away of you like a river from all your existence out through the heart. Let it just flow out and give it back to the uncreated. Lots of images. Let go of those two painful images. These are programs. Let go of them. Programs to keep us within believing of this fake reality. Like you get vacuum cleaned of pain and images of pain, fear, doubt, unworthiness, self-judgment and so on, gone, like it was never there. You now feel an inner smile awakening in the heart. Enter into that smile. It becomes stronger, expands, and you can go deeper inside it. Just breathe into it. Become the rhythm of the breath. You are that rhythm, always exploring, dancing deeper, deeper. Dance deeper into that smile. You are the dance. You play, observing in playfulness, like a flow. You dance deeper. The heart, the inner smile dances with you, opening up. You melt together with that inner smile, and while dancing and melting together, you become like a flame. Good, ever-changing flame, dancing deeper, deeper. Ask from that point, the deepest point of the flame, inner smile, for your deepest essence to guide you, for the essence of your spirit to meet you at the deepest point. Let it have some time. Tell me when you feel the contact with your deepest essence. Let that contact open to all of your existence, like the flame are within every cell and every point of energy, burning, smiling inside out, inside, removing all what does not serve your essence, all strings attached to you, all program, all judgment, all negative energy taking relations are burned by this, turning all lies to dust, letting your essence flow freely, inside out. Give it time. Let it fill all of your existence. Just imagine that your heart also is within every cell, because every of your cells are a copy of you. Good. And just take it slow, sense it every way, and go beyond the senses, becoming it. Here is how to go beyond the senses. Just imagine all your senses, sight, feeling, hearing, smelling, balance, taste, all input form a sphere within, made of millions of strings, almost like a ball of wool. This is all the info that your senses give to you of this world. Just imagine it within your heart, or better, connect your mind and heart, and use the heart to view the mind. All the data are stored in the mind, always processing, thinking. You observe the process. Dance with it, without becoming it, and you will see of the data and thoughts are gathered into this sphere, which are like a mini world in your mind. And let the inner smile flame from your essence burn brighter, like entering into this sphere. And you'll realize that you can go in through the sphere, and when you go in through it, it opens up. Just let it flow and go deeper. At a point it opens up, all the mist burning away by your inner fire, and it is like a sphere that is gone, and it's like the sphere is gone, like you went on the inside of it, and the inside became the outside. Remember to dance, and you can explore all from here. Now we go to find that true light. You go deeper, you can touch it. Beyond the senses, you are the dance, the dancer, rhythm eternal, song of divine. You seek that purest place, innermost essence. You are in that sacred place, home deep within. This is home within, flowing in. You are connected, true nature. Essence is calling you, you, you. Stillness here resides, words spoken to you beyond any sound, words recognized of yourself. There is a darkness here, deep and sparkling black, uncreated heart. This is where you came, this is how you came to be. Before time and space, this is words without no sounds, recognizing deep. You go deeper, deeper far, deep into that dark, leaving all the dim lights be, seeing there's a spark closing in. You realize that spark is burning bright, it's a flame, the flame is you, burning before time, deeper, deeper, deeper yet. Light is all in you, you are light, and light is you, brighter than the sun, burns away elusive mind, burns what not is true. You are light, and you are love, purer than this world, gazing at the world from here. That is how you meet. Sees the spark in everyone. Love will be the way. Light will lead us home. Okay, that was pretty long. I hope you get something from it, because that was really the awakening from the heart, and the process from going from this reality beyond the senses, and really abandoning them like a sacrifice, and going into the heart, and then move towards the light. I'll make sure to put the text down below so that you can read it yourself. And that's really when you come into this heart, you'll find that this tree of life, this sort of truth, is really you. And this is no worries. This is the last drawing, and you have the sort of truth with that is really you when you are awakened within this world, and you have the edge of the sword of truth penetrating the solar plexus, because the solar plexus, which is also connected with the with the throat, they contain that duality, but when they penetrated by the sword of truth, that duality will be crystal clear, and there will be no room for lies, and no room for what you call it, gameplays and masks and illusions. Everything will just be real and be like it is, and you have the heart as the main power source, and you have the crown which is also opening up, and that's really the mind's eye get to see for real, and there are no fear, there are only love, and that deep flowing crystal clear water of the heart, and that burning flame of the mind, and those two also go and connect with the crown, so that the being is fully awakened within this world, and this is a process through which the true divinity will manifest through each and every one of us, and that is really amazing, and when we start to meet that way, it's not about us all being the same. It's about us all being true and showing our true essence and meeting to each other from a true essence. And you see, I made the top of the sword open, because that is also the infinity, that there is still lots of things that we cannot draw, put words into. That is our creative power, and our divine mother and our divine father, with who is really at this point of time will be mirrored truly into this creation, so that the love that exists between our divine mother and our divine father will be mirrored into this reality, so that there will be no room for the lie, and there will be no room for gameplay and fakeness and all of that, and there will be no need for control and fear. That there will be inspiration and happiness and joy, and lots of love and freedom, and it'll really change everything inside out. And for me, it's a very beautiful process. And I'll stop blabbering now because there's really many things I could say about this drawing, but I think I've taken enough of your time. And if anyone really went through all of this, I'm very grateful. And if just one felt anything resonating in the heart, opening up for something true, I'm deeply grateful. And I'm sending you a lot of love and light, and know that everything is gonna be fine and everything is gonna be good. Lots of love to you. Thank you for listening.